Welcome back, everybody. I'll give it just a second. I laid down for a minute, ate some lunch, and now we are going to finish this fly fishing tote. I think I have all the pieces figured out. I figured out how I'm going to do the handles. I now have 2 layers of Peltex on my base piece. I think that might go a little better. And yeah, we're just going to start sewing this up. I'm going to top stitch this on a couple rounds. I haven't decided what color of thread to use throughout the whole thing. I may change my thread colors here and there. Hi guys. So we shall see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my first round of stitching this base on here. I think I'm going to do 1 inch away from the edge to start, and we'll see how that looks. And then, yeah, hopefully we can assemble all this. I'm sure we're going to run into issues here and there, but hopefully for the most part, it will go pretty smooth. Hi, everybody. My small ruler is upstairs. I just realized that. I may have to go grab it. We'll see. I was using it for picture taking. Yay. Thanks for coming back, guys. Hi, Rosa. So I did cut out another layer of Peltex. So I have 2 layers of Peltex underneath this. I think that should be enough. Again, I think the idea is that this tote can be folded and put away. So I don't want to make it crazy structured. I want to make it enough that he can fold it and put it away if he needs to, okay? Hi, Jeanette. Annette, are you working on all your Tulip Bee orders? Annette's shop Tulip Bee opened yesterday if you haven't heard. Go check it out. It's got lots of fun stuff. I'm just using this ruler to determine where to turn my corners. Thank you, Cynthia. I am crazy tired today. I can't find my energy, so I had to go lay down. So hopefully we'll be okay for a while. Okay, so that has put down my Peltex layer. I am tempted to do, I don't know, should I go one more round? Just for looksies. Then I'd have to mark on it. We're just going to leave it like that. We'll do 1 round. I could go, ooh, that'd be cool if I did an X though, huh? Through the center. Should I do that? That might be kind of cool. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to also tack it down the middle. It's just such a big piece. I really want to make sure it's down. So, hi, Rose. My Bob the Builder is a fly fisherman, so I'm watching intently. Oh, yay, Donna. Oh, your Bob would love something like this. Tell him hi for me. All right, I'm just doing a big old X along the bottom. I think that'll be good. Right? Right. Beautiful. All right. Do this. Well, guys, there's no turning back now because I have now officially cut up these waders and sewn into them. So, oh, goodness. A little nerve-wracking. I think I'm going to finish the exterior first, and then I'll work on the lining. I'm just going to drop the lining into the exterior and do a drop-in lining. I think that's probably going to be the easiest way for me to do this. Right? Hi, Valerie. Peltex is like Decaville Heavy. Yes, it is like Decaville Heavy. It's just a little bit different filling, but it's the same idea. Okay, so there's my base. Done. It feels pretty sturdy. I like that. Okay, so my handles. I'm going to show you guys what I kind of put together for these handles. I am not sure how long to make these. I think it's like 35 inches of like handle area. I figured the owner is a big dude and he's going to have this filled with a lot of stuff. So there needs to be plenty of room for him to, you know, kind of hold on to it. So I think that should be good. So what I did was I am going to put this front handle onto the buckles. I didn't take these buckles off. I thought that'd be fun to leave them on. So I left those buckles on. I'm going to sew my handle onto those buckles. Isn't that kind of cool? And then my back one, I kind of measured out and made sure the top length was the same. Like this area up here is 35 inches as well. I've tried it out. I've got it clipped and taped evenly down each side. So I'm doing what somebody recommended, is doing it down the whole length of the back of the bag, because there's not really like much on the back. So I'm not worried about covering up anything. So that's what I'm going to decide to do. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Donna, this is not a pattern. This is just some fly fishing waders of someone's late father who asked me to turn it into a fly fishing tote for them. So if you watch the first live, I say all the measurements out loud. I will try to go back and put them all in all the measurements that I used in the description. I've been writing it all down. And yeah, so I'm just kind of doing this off the top of my head as we go. I had a lot of help from people on the live, which was fabulous. Okay, so I'm just going to sew this part of the handle first. Let's see if I can, let's see if I can get around this hardware and do a box. We'll see if I can. There we go. So I folded the back side of it over quite a bit. There's quite a bit of a fold under there. I wanted more rather than less on all of this. Rose, thank you. I thought those buckles look like something I could use. So I am glad I kept them as well. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the X down here. I just really want these to be nice and secure. Okay. You know what? I could probably bring the camera. I had it really far out because the bag's so huge, but I think I'll bring it in just a little bit. Right there. I can even go more with this image control here. I'll probably be moving the camera a little in and out as I go because the bag's so big. There we go. Let me know how that is. I've got 2 cameras set up, so if I need to switch to the other one on my other side as I sew, I can do that too. All right, so I don't know if you can see that, but I just did, you know, a box with an X through it. So it's nice and secure. It's not going anywhere. All right. And then I'll go ahead and do this other side here. I don't normally take like custom orders like this. This isn't something I do all the time just because I'm so busy with the actual business side of things. But when I actually sit down with a project like this and start it and get going on it, I really, really enjoy it. It's really fun kind of creating something like this. Camera angle. A camera is perfect for my aging eyes. Okay, good. You and me both, Rose. Hi, Jill. You have some old waders. That's awesome. If you guys watched the first live I did this morning, I kind of cut them up and did all the measurements on the first video. So make sure if you're wanting to do this, you go watch that to get some ideas. Obviously, there's, you know, you don't have to follow perfectly. But, so that's one side of my handle. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side, which I've got all, might be a little hard because I have to go through, you know, the bag, but I think it's doable because it's so big. I think we'll be okay. All right, here we go. I could always head over to my cylinder arm if I need to, but I think I'll be okay. Just making sure there's no extra material under it as I go. So I need to decide how close here. I think we'll do, I have to do a drop-in lining, which means I need this to fold out of the way. So I think maybe an inch down will be my turnaround, because then I'll give it enough room for me to fold it down when we do the drop-in lining. Or honestly, if we're doing a drop-in lining, I can actually probably go all the way up to the top. And when we sew the drop-in lining, I can sew this connected, because it doesn't really need to be separate, right? Why would it need to be out? I could sew this into both those layers actually. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, right? Am I thinking of that wrong? I can go all the way up. We're gonna go all the way up. What I could do is just go to this, and then when we do the drop-in lining, I'll do a second stitch at the top with the drop-in lining. That's what I'll do. And then that'll give it a double row of stitching up at the top. It's all the way down the bag. That'll make it really nice and sturdy, I think. Okay, makes sense to everybody else? All right, perfect. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, so that's one side sewn on. Easy, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right, next side. I was stressing out about how to put on these handles, so I'm glad I figured it out. I think it's going to work out just fine. I'm gonna have to pull my hair back. It's driving me crazy. Do I have a hair tie? I do. Your decisions seem, no pun intended, to be the best. Sometimes. Not all the times. All right. So let's zoom this out real quick. Let's check this all out. Make sure we are good. Look at that. Ta-da! Handle's done. Got those buckles left on there. That looks good. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to take this handle off so I have less I'm fighting with. I really like how that turned out. Okay, so let's do the base of the bag. All right, so hopefully my measurements are correct when it comes to this base. I kind of sat and figured it out and clipped it, and it seemed to be okay. So we are going to do the whole sew along one side. We're going to start and stop at our 1/2 inch seam allowance at the bottom, and then do the other side. And I think I should have just left my camera where it was, because I have quite the bit of bag here. How's that? Good? All right. And I'm going to pull my hair up. Hi, Evelyn. That's brilliant, keeping the buckles. Thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out keeping them. I figured it wouldn't hurt to keep them if I could use them, and I could remove them later, but I'm glad I didn't. Okay, here we go. Hi, Joanne. I hope this turns out too. You and me both. All right, I have my centers already clipped here. Okay, so I'm just clipping. I'm going to clip this side, sew it, clip the other side, sew it, and then I'll sew up my sides. Hopefully the shape of it, hopefully we like the shape of it. Right, when it's all done. Okay. So I have my 1/2 inch marks marked on my material at the top and the bottom. Well, I have it marked all along the side for my Peltex placement. So I'm going to start a 1/2 inch in and end before I reach the 1/2 inch mark on the other side. All right, fingers crossed. Here we go. My Peltex is moving my foot out of the way. I gotta be slower. Nancy, thank you. It's quite a bit of bag to work with here. All right. That is not perfect. I went off track right there. I'm just going to fix that right there. Okay. Good enough. Okay, looks good. I'm going to do this other side here. Hi, Debbie. I am working on baby pajama pants for Christmas, for gifts. Aw, that's awesome. Hi, Mo. What's up? I saw you got your sale right. That's exciting. All right, so we need to go here. So my foot is kind of fighting that extra Peltex. If you're having that issue, something you can always do is put on a skinny foot. And so you would not have to be fighting with it. Maybe. We did okay though. Okay, second side. Second verse, same as the first. Morning, Allison. Wednesday morning on my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Hi, Siah. Glad to catch the live. Hello. Okay. I need to change my bobbin. Remind me. I hear it. I only had about a half a one when I started. Alrighty. So before we go any further, we need to do some clips on our exterior so this part will lay flat on the side, okay? Let's see. Okay, so I want to clip right by my seam on my exterior piece, not through my seam, but right up next to it like that. And that's going to help this piece lay flat. I know it seems weird, but that's how you do it. Now that's a bag. I know it. This is old fly fishing waders turned into a tote. Okay, so after you have that clipped, you're going to take this part, you're going to match up your center seams here, and you should be able to flatten. Do you see how it kind of flattens like that? That's what you want. Guys, I think we did it. We did the right size on this base. That's amazing. I would never have been able to figure out the size of this base without all of you on that live. I'm so glad I did that. What did you decide on for lining? I have a like a cream brown colored waterproof canvas for the lining. Honestly, if you're doing this bag for someone and they want it super lightweight, you don't really need to line it at all. It's all pretty non-fraying material. You could leave it raw seams on the inside if that's what they wanted. That's an option too. All right, so here we go. So now I'm gonna start at that seam where I ended there and go across. And then I'm going to end right here at this one, preferably. Okay. And that should make the base pretty good. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh my goodness, it's working. All right, so let's go to this side. Where's my center? Center, center. There you are. Okay. Did you read somewhere that there's a bag being named after you? Cindy, yes. Lindsay's pattern from the retreat that she did. I kind of helped her with the idea, and she ended up naming it after me. It's called the Siah Sidekick, and it is freaking adorable. You guys all need to go get it. I'm hoping to sew it up on Friday. When the pattern comes out, I'll probably hop on here and sew it up. It's such a fun backpack pattern. You will all love it. And it's a fun make. And I have hardware kits. I have hardware kits for sale on my website for it. I'm a little big on this side. It's gonna have the tiniest of puckers. Yep, it is. Not much I can do about that. That's okay. It went off. All right, let's turn it out and see. Let's see what this looks like real quick. Let's put our other handle on. Holy moly, that's a tote. Tote's a tote. Well, I mean, it worked. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Now, you may think, holy cow, that's huge. It is, but if you see the pictures of the example he sent me, this is exactly how big it was. It was just the entire top of the waders, and it was this big. So I think we're on the right track. Easy turn, yep. I think we're on the right track. So now I just need to work on the lining. That is huge, but guys, we did it. All right. On to the inside of the bag. Let's do it. All right. All right, move the camera back. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. There we go. And so we have our slip pocket here, which of course came untaped because it's been sitting, right? Okay, so this is my slip pocket for the bag. And you could roll up a pair of waders and put them inside. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the idea, Lori, right? I feel like it needs to, I'm going to make a couple of zipper pouches with what's left of the other leg of the wader as well. So, should be good. Okay, so this is going to be my centerpiece separating the two pockets. I am going to do a vinyl strip over the top of the pocket. I'm getting excited now. That front part of the bag was stressing me out. Now that we have that kind of done, I'm like all giddy. I'm so excited to ship these to them. All right. I'm the worst at procrastination, so the fact that I'm actually doing this right now is amazing. Oh, I need to check my bobbin. All right, let's do that. Annette, do you know that they have pickup for the postal service, that they'll come to your house and pick up your packages on the porch? You might want to look into that. That's what I do, and it's the best thing I've ever done. Save me so much time running to the post office. All right, so I'm just gonna stitch on this trim piece here. Okay. Let's do tape down. Stay. Okay. I need to mark my center here. Okay, there's my center, and then I'm going to take this piece right here and let's get some more tape. My idea is to center this piece down like this, and then I'm going to separate the pockets there. This was part of the overalls, part of the straps on the outside of the bag. So I thought it would be cute to add. And then we're also going to add it to create bottle holders. Fear is a terrible thing, but look, you just blinking did it. I know, it's crazy. When he asked me to do this for him, I was like, I don't know. I don't do stuff like that. I follow patterns. You know, when you're following patterns, you don't have to think about all the measurements and all of that different stuff. But I think we're capable. Okay. So I'm gonna like fold this down under, I think. If that makes sense. Kind of hard to get it completely straight because it's like elastic, I think. Oof. Okay, just a minute. I need to go farther down if I want to fold it under. There we go. So it's going to go like that onto the bag and like that. All right, should we do it? Let's put it on our lining. This does not want to stay down. Okay. Let's grab a lining. So it goes this way and this way. When I tell people I don't do math while they say, but you sew bags and quilts, my reply is that's why I have patterns. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Okay, so we need, I think I'm going to do it about right there. Such a big piece. All right, so I need to mark down. Should we do like 4 inches? Let's do like, because you don't want it so far down the bag that you can't reach down and get in your pocket, I'm guessing, right? So let's do it about right there. About 4 inches down. That looks good. And then I need to find my center. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of go, doesn't need to be perfect. Hey, Annette, if you're on here right now, Bryce is working on the thing with the box and needs the vector file for the all over print. I never got an email from Amma. Is there a way you can email me that? I just saw a text from him. Okay. So that's going to go right there. So when I come up from here, I'm going to go across and back down. Yeah, the Siah Sidekick pattern isn't live yet, but the hardware kits are live. So you can be ready. All right, here we go. I'm just going to eyeball this here. I know that tape isn't sticking, so that's why I'm not taping this. It's just going to take me a hot second to get this under my foot where I want it. Okay. Move it just a little bit more. Okay. Thank you, Annette. Hi, BJ. I did check my bobbin. I think I have enough to finish this pocket. And then I'll need to put in a fresh one. Let me make sure my needle's not getting sticky too. Okay, here we go. Might be hard getting up over this piece. Hi, Livia. Thank you, Annette. Appreciate that. Making pumpkin rolls. That sounds yummy. I want some pumpkin rolls. Hi, Wendy. All right. I love the look of this pocket. I'm happy with it. All right, here it is. Look at that. Two nice big spots there for all the goods. I think that's great. I'm wondering if I should have put it a little farther down. That's okay. I just figure if you put it too far down, you can't really see what you're putting in and out, and it's easier to reach. Okay, so I want to use this for a water bottle holder, and it's just going to go in between the two layers here. So I just don't know how big to make this. About right there. So I would think about right here, maybe. It's elastic, so it's going to stretch. I think that looks good. So I'm going to baste this into the seam here for a water bottle. Am I sneaking my own label in anywhere? I have thought about it, but I don't know. I don't think I want to for this project. I think we're just gonna leave it as is. I did have that thought though. I think that's too far down. It needs to be far down enough that it can sit on the base, right? I think that's okay. I think that's good. And I think we were talking about this on, bye Rose. On the other video, my corners, I think it just needs to be 4 by 4. I don't think they need to be any bigger than that because then you've got the seam allowance on each side. So it should end up matching pretty well. So I'm going to redraw this real quick. To a 4 by 4. And then if I need to cut it bigger, I can cut it bigger. I was saying in the other video, I thought it would be 4.75, but I think that's too big. Because of all the seam allowances. Okay, so that's one side of my lining. I'm going to put a zipper pocket on the other side, and then we'll sew this up. Okay. And then I'm going to do a drop-in lining. So I need to fold down the top. So I am going to go ahead before I sew this up and do my markings. On the top, I want to fold it back. So it needs to be, I was going to do a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to do an inch fold down the back. Hi, Dottie. This is for an old family friend whose father passed away, and they're big fly fishermen, and so he sent his father's fly fishing waders to me, and I'm turning it into a big fly fishing tote. And so far, it's doing okay. All right, so that's my fold mark. All right, so there is one side of my bag. Phew, big, big stuff. Let's do the other side. So I took one, Lynn, that's very sweet. That's sweet. I already put it on though. I took one part of the boot, guys. I cut it into an overlay. It's thick, but I think it's actually going to be really cool as the overlay. So we're going to use that. These are the pocket pieces. All right, so which way does it go? This way, right? Let me make sure I'm doing the pocket the right way. Yes. Okay. Find my centers and get my placement for the overlay. There's so many things that you could do inside this bag, but I'm just making it simple because first I didn't talk to him about any extras besides the zipper pouch. So I'm just kind of going off of what I think he wants. All right, I'm gonna do 4 inches down again. Okay, line that up. It's not the most perfect cut, but it's kind of cool because it's the boot material. All right, I'm gonna put a fresh bobbin in real quick. This is pretty much almost out. I could have gone a little bit more. I probably could have sewn this on. That's okay. Hi, Jan. When is the Siah Sidekick pattern coming out? It comes out Friday, I believe. Friday. I'm going to have one to sew up for the launch, I think. Does have my name, so I better, right? All right, let's see how this overlay sews on. I have no idea how this is going to work. It may be a complete disaster, or it may be great. I think it's okay so far. So far, so good. Kind of stretchy. Is it the backpack with the quilting on the bottom? The new pattern, that is. It had, yes, it is. It is. I wish I had mine down here. I would show you all the bag. I have one from the retreat. All right, guys, that worked. How about that? Boot material on the bag. All right, so let's cut this out and put in the zipper. It's Lindsay from Lynn's Handmaid's new pattern, and it'll be on her website for sale on Friday. Okay. Let's get our pieces. I wish I had like a fish zipper pull, guys. I do not. That would have been perfect. So sad. All right, let me see. Where's my skinny? Skinny tape. Go. What time is it? 2:28. Hopefully I can finish this by the time my kiddos come home. All right, and then I'm going to put a piece up top here. Again, I'll try and put in the description of both videos all of the measurements of the bag so you guys can be easy. It'll be easy to look at. What's on my nail? It's a ghost. It's my Halloween nails. All right, put my pull on. Got both doggos in here. All right, here we go. So I want it face up. Yeah. Nope. I did my pull on the wrong way. Just a minute. I want it the other way first. Right to left for the initial, and then it flips to the right way. Yep. Okay. So I want to sew along this side first, and then we'll flip, put the other piece on, and sew along the other end. Right? What am I doing wrong? No. I want it this way. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. I want to sew it this way on first. Yes, there we go. Oh gosh, my pocket is more than big enough for this. I probably could have made my zipper overlay bigger. Oh, Gers, you want out? You go, baby. Go ahead. Go on. There you go. Okay, I'm going to sew on the bottom part first, and then I'll flip the pieces down and put on the other piece. Kassiah, did the pants have a zipper pull? No, I used all the zippers on the top part in the bag, so no extra zippers. Leave the top open for sunglasses. What do you mean, leave the top open for sunglasses? Hello from France. Welcome. My goodness, that was a rough one to get off. All right. So now I can just sew this up. I don't need to leave it open because we're doing a drop-in lining. There is extra on the bottom. All right, here we go. I'll just make this a wider pocket at the bottom so you still have that extra. almost there, guys. All right, I'm just gonna box the bottom here. And then we're gonna sew up the lining. Yay! I'm not quite sure if I'm doing this box bottom right, so we're going to find out. If anything, it needs to be bigger, but I think it's going to be okay. All right, and then I'm going to do my marking along the top real quick again, just 1 inch down. Okay, guys, here we go. My 2 lining pieces, we're going to sew the sides together, bottom, box, fold down the top, and then we'll finish putting it together. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Like, did I forget anything? I don't think I did. I think that's it. Okay, that was a lot. Oh, I was working myself up for weeks about this. And I think we're gonna be good, guys. And then I just need to make a little zipper pouch or 2 out of the extra pant leg. Okay, I'm pretty much just going to do this all in one go. And, yeah. Let's just do this. Hopefully it's the right size, guys. If this doesn't fit, it's not the end of the world. This is my first round at this, and I can always cut out new pieces for the lining. I think it'll fit, but on the case that it doesn't, I can redo. That's not a big deal. Hopefully we are good though. Now you need to write instructions. Nah. That's why I do videos. It will fit. Thanks for the positive affirmation there. Positive thinking. I hope so. I fixed a bag for my niece's friend. Her brother passed in a motorcycle accident and they cut his bag off. I was able to repair the bag and now she uses it and keeps it. Aw, Ned, that's awesome. That's really cool. You know, I could have just done the bottom first, opened the seam and top stitched it, but on the off chance that this doesn't fit, I'd like to be able to maybe fix it easier by not doing that. So there is an option, if we know this fits, that you could do that. Sure seems big enough. I'm like, should I put this in it real quick? I think, okay. Pause. Pause. I'm going to put this in the bag real quick and see where we're at. Don't you think? I think so. Just a second before I completely sew this up. All right. I think it's good. It might be a little too big. Like it fits down. Sorry, this is just so hard to show. Oh, no? I think I can take a little bit bigger of a seam allowance on it. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit bigger seam allowance on it, and I think it's going to be perfect. It's hard to get it. It's hard to get it all in there. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I wanted to make sure that fit in there, though. Are we good with the camera? Yeah. Okay. So I think I can use just a little bit bigger seam allowance. I just don't want it crazy baggy in there. I'm just going 1/4 of an inch. Is that too much? No, I don't think so. I hope so, Nancy. Thank you. Nancy, the SiahSwag Kick is releasing on Friday. I'm just going to undo this because I want it to be able to lay flat right up here. All right, there. Now I'm wondering, if I take a bigger seam allowance down here, should I do a little bit bigger of a box because I just took off a little bit more? Or should I just do it and be done? Oh, wrong one. Oh my gosh, I'm taking out the stitches to the wrong one. Oh my word. You know, I could make it easy and get a seam ripper, but I like to make my life hard. There we go. Beautiful. I don't think I'm going to mess with the bottom seam. I'm going to leave it. It just seems like the sides were a little bit too baggy, so we're just going to... It doesn't have to be perfect. It'd be nice if it was perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to leave it there, though, and see what we got. Love this project. I made bags from the bibs of my dad's overalls for my sisters and nieces. I also used strips from the legs to mix with other fabrics to make a quilt for each family. Oh, Sandy, that's awesome. It's such a fun thing to recycle stuff, isn't it? Especially things that have a lot of meaning. Kind of cool. Kind of a fun thing to do, honestly.
I don't know what that means, Laura. You said you should do the zipper pouch with an insert to pen flies on. What would that look like? Insert for, I'm not a fly fisher or a fisherman woman. So I don't know. I know flies have the hooks, right? Okay, here we go. Yeah, with my seam allowance, I think it should be 8 still. I think we should be good. All right. Water time. I need to fold down the top of this and we're going to put it in our bag, guys. Sorry, I know that sounds crazy. That's just my light here. Come on, cut. All right, so this seam, take out enough stitches. All right, needs to fold down. I'm folding it to that. I'm not using tape because it's the back of waterproof canvas. Just a second. I accidentally took out a couple of stitches up here at the top. I need to redo that. It's wanting to come out. There we go. Double-sided tape doesn't stick the best on the back side of waterproof canvas, but waterproof canvas creases really nicely, and I feel like it'll kind of stay where I put it. So I'm not too worried about not being able to tape it. I know, hold your breath, guys. Let's see if this worked. No turn and burn, Fran. No turn and burn today. Just a drop and sew. Thank you, guys. Lori, yes, it is fly fishing. It's a fly fishing bag. So I guess fly fishing requires a lot of things, right? He can fit his waders inside his dad's waders. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm excited to give this to them. Better with my cylinder arm? Yeah, probably. Although I'm way more comfortable with my King Max. My dogs have not left my side since I've been home. Can you see Oakley there? You see her head down there? That's Oaker's. They're both laying there. Silly doggies. Okay. How are your hands holding up? My fingers are sore just watching you wrestle this big bag. Yeah. I'll need to go put stuff on my hands when I'm done. They're not too bad, though. It hasn't been horrible. Okay, you guys. Should we put these two together? I think so. I think so. All right. Trying to think the best angle for this. We're going to go like this. We're going to move the camera up a bit. And I need to get the other half. Here we go. Use the cylinder arm. Don't let fear win. I know, but I have to put new thread in it. Okay, so this is the front of the bag. That is the back of the bag. I've got some threads here I can't really get out. That I don't think I'm going to worry about too much. Maybe I can. Okay, just a second. Let me get this out. This is where the other side of those buckles were for the overall part. Just get all the threads out for that. Okay. I think I want my slip pocket to be on the back of this bag because I think that's good placement for it. Usually I want the zipper on the back, but I think I want the slip on the back. Yeah, I don't know if the cylinder arm is necessary either, just because it's such a big, wide opening. I think I'll be fine. Okay, so here's my center is barely marked. And my center is right there. So I'm going to clip that together first. And go out a little bit from there. I'm going to take this handle off. Oh, guys, it fits so nicely. It fits. It works. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe we did it. Should I flip this up? Maybe that might be convenient to clip stuff on. I'm going to flip that up as I sew. Okay. I cannot believe this worked. I don't know where my center mark is on here. It's center from these handles though. So let's do that. About right Oh, that's right. We're gonna go over the handles like this along the top. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys. Do you know what a relief it is to have this done? I have been worrying about it ever since I said yes. Ever since I said yes, I've been stressing about this bag. Okay. Let's see if this fits. Oh, you guys. It's like a glove. Like a glove. It would have fit if I wouldn't have taken that bigger seam allowance, just not as well, I think. Or that smaller seam allowance, I mean. But it fits pretty spot on. Okay. I'm gonna go so slow. I'm wondering if I should change out my thread to like a olivey color, or if I should do the black. I'm not sure. Wendy, it's like you know what you're doing. Well, Wendy, I know what I'm doing when it comes to following patterns, that's for sure. But when it comes to just doing my own thing, sometimes I doubt myself. Yes, such a relief to have this done. I'm so excited to send it back to them. Hopefully they love it. Okay, so maybe the lining's just a tad too small. I probably shouldn't have gone so big on that second seam allowance, but I think it'll be okay. I think I'll do the black stitching. I think the black stitching will look good. All right. You guys, we're there. I can't believe, can you guys see how well that fits? Like it, I couldn't have asked for anything better. All right. I think because I am just a person, creature of habit, I'm going to use my King Max. You won't disagree. Do you love it or do you disagree? I'm going to move cameras though. I'm going to move it to this camera because I think you guys can see the top stitching better. Sometimes it's hard just to wing it, right? It really is, especially when you're used. I'm a very, I like someone telling me what to do and how to do it, right? All right, how's that view? I think that's a better view. All right, here we go. Deep breaths. Start somewhere that's not as noticeable. I think I'm going to start on the handle because it's black and the back stitching will blend in. I'll go on then. I would have to switch my thread on my cylinder and move the cameras, and I promise to do the Siah Sidekick half on my cylinder arm. How's that sound? I definitely use that for the top stitching on the drop-in for that. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know what, though? I was thinking I wanted to do it from this way. Yeah, it should be fine. I think my stitching's fine. All right, here we go. Deep breaths.
Thank you, guys. I'm impressed she did it on a live. I love watching the brain and the thought process. Right? I did it on a live because I wanted other people's input. I wanted to make sure that if someone had some good ideas about it, which I think happened quite a bit on the cutting video. I'm glad I went live and did it. And now I can think about doing other bags. This is all that's been on my mind. So now I can do some other patterns and we can do some more bag videos. I want to do, have you guys seen Shambhala's newest bag? I forget what the pattern, it's something lady, right? And there's a Halloween version of this face that is super cool, and I really want to do that. I was getting ready to print that out next. You guys seen that one? It's so cool. Almost done, guys. Almost there. Pretty lady. There it is. Yes, thank you, Annette. Have you guys seen that pattern? It looks super fun. And I think I'm going to cut out the stuff for that. All right, that was a little risky because I can't really see what this side looks like. So hopefully we are good. I think we're good. Oh my goodness, you guys. We did it. We did it. Hey. Lo hicimos. Until I had kids. Or I have kids. All right. Are we ready to look at this bag in all of its beauty? Sorry, that was really, really close to my face. Okay. Okay, let's look at... Sorry, I'm making sure that the camera is good. Oh, my room is just not big enough anymore, which is crazy. Okay, well, he wanted a fly fishing tote. That's what he got. Let's put these buckles on for this handle. All right. And ta-da, guys. What do we think? Kind of love it. There's our end result. There's the bottom of the bag. I think this is exactly what he wanted. I'm super excited to send this back. There we go. I will try my hardest to see what all my measurements that I wrote down are and put that in the description below each of these videos. Again, I did a live before this. This is part 2. So there's a part 1 where I cut the waders up and figured out all of those measurements. So if you're curious and you wanted to do this yourself, go watch that video. I'll try my best to put down all of the directions in the description. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. All right. We'll see you later.